What's good, YouTube? It's the man, the myth, the legend, Cynical, and I'm here with another versus video. God damn it. This video is a little hype. It's a little hype. Things might get a bit controversial. Some feelings might get hurt. Some bodies might hit the floor. I don't fucking know. All I know is today we're talking about Vader versus Saitama. Oh fuck. Vader being the Darth Lord, the Sith Master, the killer himself, and Saitama being the hero for fun, the man you can somewhat depend on, the guy who'll save your city like Superman did in Man of Steel. Fuck. and not give a fuck about it. Saitama, he low-key raw for that, bro. I'll give it to Saitama. I'm gonna give it to Saitama. He low-key raw for that. But without further ado, let's talk about the video. So we're gonna start off first with Saitama. So Saitama can be broken down into a few words. He's a really strong boy. He's also really tough, being how he hasn't shown any sort of significant damage that he's taken throughout his story as of yet. However, there's really no way to quantify Saitama's strength and speed. Saitama doesn't really have any equipment or like skills to speak of, you know. When it comes to skills, he's like average human level. He's not like a martial arts master. There are even times in his story where it's pointed out explicitly that he sucks at fighting, or he's an amateur. So when it comes to like equipment and skills, Saitama's like severely lacking in this category. Is really bad. Not that he needs it, I guess, because like his overall strength, speed, and toughness is enough for him to just to flat out beat his opponent. So, you know, I guess when you're just stupidly powerful, you don't really need skills or equipment to back you up. You know, you could just punch someone really, really hard and just win the day. So, you know, it's fine. So when it comes to Saitama's speed, it can be scaled like 3 different ways. You can try to say Saitama has infinite speed because he sidestep, hop, and it was stated that he made like infinite after images, which wouldn't necessarily be infinite speed. And the person who said that, I highly doubt that they're able to perceive an infinite number of clones if they're unable to perceive the after images as, you know, after images. I mean, he did say that they were after images, but the point is that he's massively slower than Saitama is the point that I'm getting at here. So if he's slower than Saitama, then of course to him it's going to appear as if Saitama made like an infinite amount of after images. So that doesn't work. The other 2 ways are a little bit more solid. Is it sub-relativistic or relativistic? Fuck it, we'll just say it's relativistic to light speed. When Saitama jumped from the moon to the earth, there's not really a way to quantify how long that took because, you know, cinematic timing and shit like that. We could be generous and say it's relativistic to the speed of light and say Saitama was holding back because he did do it casually. Super casually if you want to like highball it and shit. That like put Saitama at light speed if it was casually, because he'll already be hitting those light speed levels because he's relativistic to the speed of light. I think you have to be 70% to be relativistic to the speed of light and not sub-relative. I think sub-relative is 5 to 10% the speed of light. Give or take. It depends on who you're asking. And the other way you can scale Saitama's speed is just scaling him above, what's his name? Flashy Flash? My boy Flashy Flash. Oh shit! You can just scale him above Flashy Flash and just say that Saitama automatically scales above all the other heroes in the Heroes Association, except for Blast, because Blast is kind of like an up there sort of character. He hasn't been seen in the story as of yet. And when he does show up, he might be another Saitama. So there's not really a way to say that Saitama scales above Flash unless you want to do some fucking headcanon. I mean, you can, but you know, I'm not going to do that here. We like to keep things as professional and as scientifically correct as possible. So you can just say he scales above Flashy Flash, and Flashy Flash is blatantly stated the speed of light. So you can get Saitama to faster than light speeds that way. So that's Saitama's speed in a nutshell. His travel speed might be equal to his combat speed as from what I've seen, but there's no real way to say that, you know, confidently. So we'll just say that they're somewhat comparable, whatever the fuck. You know, normal travel speed, combat speed, reaction speed. Well, reaction speed should scale to combat speed because how fast you can react and how fast you can move your body is kind of, well, you know what? Fuck it. We'll just say that they're both the same just for the sake of the video. Fuck it. To scale Saitama's strength, we just scale him above whoever he fought because Saitama is stated, well, Saitama is implied to always hold back. Yeah, Saitama is shown to always hold back when he fights his opponents because he wants a good fight. He doesn't want to end the fight in one punch. That's kind of like the whole point with his character, is to find somebody who can survive more than one punch. Boros being stated to be a life wiper or to wipe out the planet's surface, that would be like multi-continental levels of energy. Or that would be a multi-continental feat. Now, we can be generous and say that Saitama wasn't, you know, serious when he did this. However, there is something to suggest that whenever Saitama does use a serious punch or whatever the fuck serious move from his serious series, he's actually being serious. As when he fought Goro, how do you pronounce this fucker's name? Giro? Let's say Giro. When he fought Giro, and when Giro, or before Giro unlocked his absolute evil, Saitama said, I'm going to fight you a little bit more seriously, or seriously than I was previously. And just to show you how serious I am, I'm going to use a move from my serious series, serious table flip, or serious tabletop, or whatever the fuck. So whenever Saitama does use a serious punch from his serious series, or whatever serious move from his serious series, it's him being serious. So no, it's not Saitama doing serious punch or serious move super casually. No, he's actually being serious. Now, like how serious he is when he does the move is kind of up for debate. You know, use your own head canon. But my point is, he's taking the situation seriously. That's my point. That's the whole point of this whole point. Even if we were to be generous and say Saitama's serious series or his best feat, like the multi-continental feat that he did against Boros when he punched Boros, what was it, collapsing star laser or whatever the fuck, collapsing star, and he did it super casually. Like, the point I'm getting at is the difference between a continent or multiple continents. Destroying multiple continents and destroying a planet is hundreds to thousands of times. And just as an example, let's take a country like Asia, and let's just say that you was trying to not destroy Asia, but destroy like the buildings around Asia and the life in Asia. And to do that, it would take 1.255 to the power of 17 joules of energy, or 30 gigatons of TNT. You take Asia and we'll just highball it, I guess. It'll be a highball because not every continent is the same. There are 7 continents. You times 30 gigatons of TNT by 7, you get 9.372 to the power of 17 joules of energy. How much joules of energy it will take to destroy a moon would be like 30 trillion gigatons of TNT, or 1.2552 to the power of 27 joules of energy. Yeah, even if we were to be generous to Saitama and say that was just 1% power, times it by 100, and that still wouldn't be reaching the levels of planet, let alone planetary. It's just an example to show you just how massive of a difference it is between the two. Between destroying a continent or multiple continents to destroying a fucking planet, and I just used the moon as a simple way to scale it, right? So Saitama's strength or striking strength is not even planetary, no matter how you try to wank it. But we can just say it's planetary just for the video. We'll wank Saitama, fuck it. Why not? It's planetary. I mean, it's not really gonna matter. Saitama's durability scales to his AP, obviously. And the things that suggest that is every attack he took, he's able to tank absolutely outright, no problems, and he's able to outright overpower these attacks with just casual effort. So durability does scale to his AP. So yeah, that kind of sums up Saitama. Yeah, I wish I could have got more in depth, but there's not really much to say about Saitama when it comes to his powers, because you know his only power is that he can punch really, really hard. Vader is a little bit more complicated. So with that being said, nice transition. Let's move on to Vader. Vader's intelligence is massively beyond Saitama. It's not even funny. It's like it's like comparing apples to fucking watermelons. It's just no way, man. Vader was building droids and cruise racers at the age of 9, so just by 9 years old, he's already stupidly intelligent. When it comes to combat, he's able to defeat beings such as Boba Fett. He's able to defeat tactical beings that tactically rival or some that are tactically relative to himself. Boba Fett, Obi-Wan Kenobi, and Obi-Wan Kenobi knows Jinpo being one of the most devastating lightsaber styles of all of Star Wars, or being the most pressuring, giving your opponent little time to react. And Obi-Wan was also able to contend with Darth Maul being stated to be better than even General Grievous in the overall combat. When it comes to intelligence and skills, Vader's got it in the bag. When it comes to skills, Vader knows every form of lightsaber combat. He mostly uses Jimso and Machikai. He's an expert at dodging with the Force. He's able to dodge efficiently because of his usage with the Force and his precog, able to see future events, and is able to predict his opponent's movements. And when he attunes his precog with his Force, it becomes even stronger and more potent. And when he uses Force Walk, his speed increases immensely, to the point where he's able to outright blitz Jedi that scales above him in terms of Force. When it comes to Vader's equipment, he has a lightsaber, he has cybernetic enhancements that enhances his strength and stamina, and that's pretty much it. That's all he's bringing to the table. Now, lightsabers are not just like glorified plasma cutters and shit. It's actually been stated that they are representation of your connection to the Force. So that would mean that a lightsaber's attack potency and destructive capability scales directly to the Force user's ability to use the Force or attunement to the Force. So for example, if like a Jedi came and destroyed a planet with the Force, he's able to then cut someone who's able to take planetary durability with said lightsaber because of his attunement to the Force and shit, his connection to the Force. I just kind of wanted to get that out the way. When it comes to strength, pre-suit Anakin blows were compared to that of meteor strikes, and in-suit or like post-suit Anakin or Vader, it has been stated to be massively more powerful than his non-pre-suit self or his pre-pre-suit self. Why did I say pre-pre-suit? Fuck. Vader also has defeated beings who are planetary. He's taken blows from said beings. He's able to use Force Heal to give himself minor regeneration and to keep himself going even in an intense situation. So even if you were able to hurt Vader, he can literally power through it with force focus or force healing. Force focus is exactly what it sounds like. It enhances his focus with the Force, making him even more powerful than he was previously by a significant amount. Vader's speed can be scaled to faster than light or massively faster than light. He can dodge waves of blaster fire to the point where they can't even touch him. Blaster fire has been proven to be light speed. There's a bunch of calcs if you don't take the statements or whatever the fuck. And there's also the 1.5 laser, which Vader has dodged. So the 1.5 laser is explicitly stated to be faster than light, or light speed at the very least. Vader is able to react to the Emperor, who reacted to Yoda, which is a solid faster than light feat. He can blitz multiple Jedis at once, and these Jedis being faster than light beings as well, or having faster than light reactions and combat speed. Now, if you want to say travel speed, that's a little different. Travel speed is actually a lot different because Vader there's a feat, right? There's a thing called Force Walk. Force Walk enhances a person's speed to the point where they're able to travel through time. Or there's been feats of people using Force Walk to enhance their speed to travel through time. So yeah, we're talking travel speed. That's Vader has tanked multiple explosions with little to no effort. He's tanked AT-AT fire, lightsaber strikes. He took Sidious's full lightning and kept moving, although he did have to use Force Focus, I think, or was it Force Healing? I think it was Force Healing. Sidio's lightning is the reason that's impressive, because Sidious literally scorched the planet's surface with lightning. So you know, that would be Multi-continental? Uh-oh. Saitama, look out. Now I'm playing. And that's just like some of the things Vader has done. That's just the small things of what Vader has done. Vader is a fucking G, bro. He dodged TIE fighter lasers. He jumped from orbit to a fucking planet. He can react to omnidirectional light speed fire, damn near point blank. He can choke people into orbit. He can force push people into fucking orbit. Like, bro, don't talk to me, bro. You don't say shit to me. Vader is a fucking G, bro. He's a fucking champ. He's broken Darth Sidious's force wall. He fights and beats an updated version of Grievous named Carbine. He can create force shields even more powerful than Darth Sidious. Vader has just a bunch of fucking shit that he can use at his disposal. I haven't even got to the juicy part of Vader. I'm just gonna save that for the actual debate, I guess. With both characters' stats on the table, who the fuck wins this bout? You can probably tell who wins this bout by now. It's Vader. Vader no diffs is Saitama. Even if you want to say Vader has no way to hurt Saitama, one, that's not true. Vader can force push Saitama into fucking space. Two, Saitama wouldn't be able to touch Vader to begin with, even if he was said stronger. Even if he did have that one punch power all his fans claim he has. There's nothing. Saitama is just massively slower than Vader. He's just too slow. There's nothing Saitama could do. And I mean, it's not gonna matter anyway. Vader has one move that can just instant neg Saitama's GG, no re, bye, see you later. And that move is called, well, actually, let's just talk about, I mean, I didn't really go in depth into Vader. This isn't a power scale video, you know? I'm not power scaling Vader, or I'm not like giving you a brief run. I'm just giving you a brief rundown of what he can do, bro. This is a versus video. I'm not going to be doing this shit all day. So the one move that Vader has that can just give him the instant win is an ability called, I guess I'm just going to call it Force Speak or Force Whisper. Force Whisper gives Vader the ability to take a life with a word. So if you've seen my previous video, Jesus versus Moses, oh fuck, then you would know that God has an ability to kill someone with just a word or by speaking their names. Vader can do the exact same thing, but better, because he doesn't have to say a specific name. He can just say a word and kill you. So yeah, even if you say Vader wouldn't be able to hurt Saitama with his lightsaber or with any force push, force choke, Vader could still, actually no, I'm tripping. Vader could just the Jedi mind trick technique and just trick Saitama into one punching himself to death. Or Vader could just, again, use Force Whisper and get the win that way. Or Vader could use Force Choke on Saitama's fucking heart. Does Saitama heart scale to his durability? No, I'm pretty sure it doesn't. So even if I said Saitama couldn't be hurt and he can one punch his opponent, Vader is massively faster. He has precog, so he's gonna know what Saitama is gonna do. Saitama has already been shown previously to be predictable and to not know how to fight. Vader not only outclasses Saitama in speed, but in skills and in abilities. There's no way Saitama can win unless you just want to make Vader super fucking dumb, which he's not at all. Like, Vader took out the Emperor. What the fuck do you mean, bro? Like, yeah. So Saitama loses 9 times out of 10. Oh, fuck. Let me be nice. Saitama loses 7 times out of 10. Vader wins 7 times out of 10. Small dip. We'll say small dip. You know what? We'll even say mid dip. If we want to argue in character, nah, bro. In character, no. In character, Vader would fucking stop. If this was in character, it'd be a lot different. Because Saitama blatantly takes attacks just to see how strong his opponent is. Yeah, no, there's no way Saitama's winning this. So that's the video. I hope you liked it. It's a little something, you know. Hopefully I can do more versus videos, especially if I'm not fucking lazy. I already have another versus in mind, so that preview video is gonna drop sometimes tomorrow or some shit. Anyway, hope you enjoyed. If you didn't, I don't know what to tell you. Bye.